This week on the Island Times News Update, Neptune Beach prepares to interview its candidates for city manager. Atlantic Beach will take a final vote on removing the deadline from its sign ordinance, and Beaches Watch will present a legislative update at its June meeting. Welcome to the Island Times News Update. I'm Tom Patton. The Neptune Beach City Council will hold interviews for the 4 top candidates for the job of city manager on Thursday. Current city manager Jim Jarboe is set to retire in September, and the council wants to have a new manager in place to take the reins of the city when that happens. They've selected 4 candidates, including current Community Development Director Amanda Askew, to interview for the position. The other 3 candidates are from other cities. At Monday's meeting, the council hammered out details of the contract that will be offered to the person selected after interviews conducted Thursday. Each council member will meet with each of the candidates individually on that day, and then all will appear before the council at a special meeting Thursday night. They'll make individual presentations and answer questions from both the council members and the public. Among the contract details that were discussed by the council Monday night are a car allowance for the new city manager of $500 per month. Currently, Jarboe drives a car provided by the city through its forfeiture program, but rather than provide the car for the new city manager, the council decided that it would be better to give him or her a stipend. Councilman Scott Wiley said that the language in the contract concerning the city manager's term might need some modification.
I would really like to see us put in a time rather than have it August the 1st, 2015 until terminated by the city. That's an opening contract there. I would like us to have a time limit of a minimum of 5 years that we would have to set down at the end of that time, re-look at everything.
But others on the council felt the contract would be limited by the performance evaluation process being put in place by the city.
Since we're adding the performance evaluation in, that we would look at it yearly, so if there was an issue, it would be taken care of at the performance evaluation. That was my understanding of reading it.
Health insurance benefits were also discussed, with Councilor Kara Tucker suggesting the new city manager be afforded the same health insurance package as is offered to other city employees.
Because I know that with the other city employees, they have a percentage that they have to pay or a deductible that they have to pay that's relatively high.
The person hired will be offered moving expenses to be paid in installments every 6 months over 3 years, up to $15,000. Councilor John Jolly asked if moving expenses should be paid up front, and then the city manager would reimburse the city should he or she leave the job before the 3 years had passed, which is a more normal agreement. But City Attorney Patrick Kruchowski said that such an arrangement comes with its own potential problems.
Now you've paid the money up front. Someone leaves, obviously that wasn't a good situation, and now you've turned yourself into a collection agency. Right. So I think if you're going to pay, then fix a period in time when you are going to pay, whether it's in 2 years you will pay or in 3 years you will pay, and just pay it.
There is also a stipulation that the city manager reside in Neptune Beach unless the council gives him or her permission to live outside the city. City Manager Jarboe currently does not live in Neptune Beach. With a local candidate in the mix, Mayor Harriet Pruitt said the council members should consider everyone who is interviewed equally.
As Mayor of Neptune Beach, I encourage each of you to remember the criteria we gave our city attorney when the search for our next city manager began. Certain experience, certain education, and certain skills that we all agreed were necessary and requisite. And I encourage each of you to spend meaningful time with each of the 4 candidates on June 11th, and while your time will be brief, do your best to get to know them and get a sense of their character and management skills, and this will help us come to a decision that is based on facts rather than politics.
The revised contract will be presented to the council at the June 11th meeting. The other significant action taken by the Neptune Beach Council Monday was to approve the performance evaluation for City Clerk Carla Straight, who was hired for the position 6 months ago. Straight's performance was deemed to be generally above expectations.
And I think Carla has been here since, I believe, about 1999. I think she stepped up to the plate. She's certainly saved us a lot of money, and I think she's well proven her ability and the work that she's put out.
The council also voted to increase Straight's salary to $55,588, equal to the salary of the previous city clerk. The City of Atlantic Beach will take a final vote Monday on whether to eliminate the deadline from its sign ordinance, which would mean businesses with non-conforming signs would not have to replace them with low monument signs or face fines this month. The Commission voted at its last regular meeting to eliminate the June 1st deadline from the ordinance, but it must be passed a second time before businesses can breathe a little easier in Atlantic Beach. That vote is expected on Monday. There's a possibility the sign ordinance will be entirely reopened by the Commission, as some members feel the low monument signs called for in the ordinance are not the best solution for the city. And Atlantic Beach Commissioner Maria Mark has announced she plans to seek a second term on the Commission. She plans to officially launch her campaign for re-election at an event in Donner Park on June 14th from 1 to 3 p.m. That election will be held in August. Well, when we come back, Jacksonville beach officials are on the Beaches Watch agenda. This is the Island Times News Update.
Charlie's Tropic Heating and Air Conditioning in Atlantic Beach offers a full range of residential and commercial heating and air conditioning services, from new installation to replacement and remodeling. Charlie's Tropic Heating and Air Conditioning can keep your home comfortable year-round, and they offer preventive maintenance contracts to keep your system running at peak efficiency. Charlie's Tropic Heating and Air Conditioning is an authorized Bryant dealer and will service all brands. For year-round comfort in your home or business, contact the original Charlie's Tropic Heating and Air Conditioning at 241-1788. Beaches Academy Child Care Center in Jacksonville Beach has been offering affordable, loving child care to families in the Beaches communities for 35 years. Conveniently located on Penman Road, Beaches Academy offers care for children from infants through preschool, with programs that encourage learning and outdoor play. Our affordable tuition means families can get quality child care at a price that fits their budget. Contact Beaches Academy at 246-3885 and schedule a tour of our center. Beaches Academy, the child always comes first.
Welcome back to the Island Times News Update. I'm Tom Patton. Beaches Watch has moved its June meeting to Wednesday, June the 10th. Jacksonville Beach City Manager George Forbes and Mayor Charlie Latham will be the guest speakers at the meeting. Both Forbes and Mayor Latham went to Tallahassee during the 2015 legislative session, and they'll provide an update on the outcome of the legislative priorities for the year that are important to the beach communities. The meeting will begin at 7 p.m. at the Beaches branch of the Jacksonville Public Library. Neptune Beach asked the North Florida Transportation Planning Organization to consider several projects in Neptune Beach in the future. The TPO made a presentation to the Neptune Beach Council Monday about projects on its schedule over the next 2 to 3 years. The council asked TPO Representative Denise Bunowith to carry a message back to the organization that there are several areas of Neptune Beach that need some attention, including widening sidewalks on Florida Boulevard between Seawood Drive towards 3rd Street and the sidewalk on Penman Road south from Florida Boulevard. Bunowith said she would make the council's concerns known to the TPO. The Jacksonville Beach Art Walk will take place Tuesday, June 9th. The event features local and regional artists and musicians lining the streets of Jacksonville Beach. Many stores stay open late for the event, which begins at 5 p.m. Jacksonville Beach kicks off the 14th annual Jazz Series on Sunday, June 14th at 5 p.m. The headliners for the first concert are Paul Taylor and Jakeem Joyner. Admission is free to the concerts, which are held at the Seawalk Pavilion. The second concert of the series will be held July 12th. Well, the National Weather Service says we can expect a nice day Saturday and a daily chance of showers through the week next week. Highs will be in the low to mid-80s with lows in the mid-70s. The Island Times is always digital, always free at www.theislandtimes.com. Become a subscriber and get updates on news from the Beaches communities delivered right to your email box. And don't forget to like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter. I'm Tom Patton. Thanks for watching.